Hello everybody and welcome back to Forza Horizon 3. I am here today with another hill climb episode. We do have quite rusty rims on this car. I really like this paint job for this Fiat Dino. You don't really see many cars that just look like they're giant piles of poo. And this car kind of looks like that right now. I'm liking the paint job. I didn't actually realize the rims were that color when I picked it, but you know, when you have a car from like a post-apocalyptic place, you know, it's gonna look like crap. I'm hoping that the Fiat will actually get to the top of S1 class. I am not sure if it will. I am assuming we are going to need to swap the engine in it. I doubt this will get to the top of S1 with the standard engine, but we will try. I will put the front arrow and rear arrow on the car and then see what we have for bumpers. Probably just save us a bit of weight. Might as well do that. Not that the car is particularly heavy, I don't think, to start with. Well, 3,200 pounds, a little heavier than I thought it would be. I am thinking this car might be likely to get a decent amount of horsepower. 235s all around, that's not particularly good. I was hoping to see something slightly bigger than that. But it is what it is. Yeah, we definitely aren't going to get to the top of S1 class. We're only just nearing the top of B class now, and I doubt the standard engine will have enough power to get us up 2 classes, so I will have to swap the engines. I will go and show you what engines there are to fit into this car. We are now just into A class. We will take 500 pounds out of the car, so it is 2,800 pounds. Hopefully some of the engines that we can swap in are slightly lighter. I'm not actually sure. So we can put the turbo rally in. I would put that in, but I know it's a pain to try and build up to a class because you can only take the restrictors off. And then we have the 3.2 liter i6. This can get to be a relatively powerful engine. It is heavier than the standard engine by a little bit, probably about 70 pounds or something like that. We will put that in. It will get us the most power, and it should get us up to the top of S1 class, no problem. I am going to put the turbo in it because I feel like we are going to need the turbo to get us up to the top of the class. We're up to 500 horsepower, and we still have half a class to go, basically. So yeah, we are going to be looking at a relatively powerful car. I am hoping that this engine actually is going to give us enough power. I guess we do still have turbos to put on. That should give us a relatively decent PI boost. We only need about another 20 PI. Okay, so we still need 7 PI, and we're at 718 horsepower. Hopefully this adds a little bit. Okay, so it does add 1 PI. 754 horsepower. I am scared of what this car is going to do. We are almost back up to 3,000 pounds again. That might not be a bad thing. With over 760 horsepower, that may help us. I'm not sure. We still need to find 4 PI, and the only thing I think I have left to put on the car is stuff like clutch, gearbox, which isn't adding anything. Which one of these is better? 3.4. Okay, so this one's better, doesn't add any weight or anything. It's gonna be one of these cars where it gets so tantalizingly close. I don't think there's anything else I can add on to the car. Now, it is generally my rule that I don't go messing about with rims, but I am just going to have a quick look at rims to see if I could gain us a little bit more PI somewheres. This is 898. I just want to see if we can get any that would boost us up even closer. Not that we really need to save the PI, or save the weight, sorry. But I do want to get the car as close to the top of S1 class as possible. 2 PI away, not that bad. I have seen cars before that run like 10 or 15 PI down, and they still drive relatively fine and are still competitive. I think this car has a chance to go quickly. I am scared of how it is going to handle, though. Alright, we're here with the Fiat. to take it for its first of its 3 runs up the Devil's Corners hill climb event. Now we do have actually relatively decent traction. We're up to almost 120 miles an hour into this first corner. The brakes are nice on this car, but we have no grip. And that's saying something being out here on this icy tarmac. Usually that's where cars have the most grip. I am scared for what kind of grip we're going to have up here. It is putting its power down relatively well, a lot better than I thought it would. Oh, get slowed down. I feel like this car will probably make up, if it makes up time, it will be, not under brakes apparently. I thought the brakes were decent, but they don't really seem to be. If this car is to make up any time, oh, that's a little scary. It will be on the straights. It will be in between corners. It has the acceleration. It doesn't have the grip around the corners. It will just slide around the corners. Which isn't what we want it to be doing, 120 miles an hour before you get on the brakes. Come on, get turned in, car. We kind of chucked it in there hoping that we were going to get turned and not have understeer. Oh, get out of the wall. This has been a relatively scruffy opening lap. This car is ludicrous and just out of control for about 90% of the time that you're driving it. I mean, you have some vague inputs here and there of what you want the car to do. I don't know if it's the fact that the brakes are just bad on the car, or if we're just going so much quicker into these corners that where I usually brake isn't an effective spot to brake, if you know what I mean. Oh, that was quite a bit of airtime there. Get out of the wall. Now I am very scared for this icy straight, because we have very little control to begin with, and there's ice. And oh! Come on, get on the power. Get around this final, or not final corner, but like third to last corner. We were only getting 96 miles an hour across that jump, but we did have quite a scruffy entrance into that corner. We were going only about 70 miles an hour. It's not going to be a record-setting time, but it is a 2:06. A 2:06.3 will put the car right now into 4th place, just above the Honda S2000. So not a bad opening run. This car does have some potential, but I don't know if it's going to be able to beat the Ram Runner's time of a 2:02.1. Alright, so we are here for the final run up the course. The Fiat has to make up a few seconds. Yeah, actually, I think when I said that the Fiat was in 4th, it's actually in 3rd. I was just looking at my numbers and I may have made a slight mistake. I'll have to take a look after this run. But it did score a 2:04.3. That's what it was, yes. Oh, this corner, this hairpin is a pain to try and get slowed down for, and then trying to get out of the corner, you have nothing but wheel spin. I'm not sure, like I said, if the Fiat's going to be able to make up any more time. That first run was relatively good, but it's just, the car has so much power and so little control. I definitely think that it would be helpful if it had slightly bigger tires. I would say 2.45s, but even then, I don't know if it would be great. Like something like 2.65s or 2.85s would be nice on the rear of this. But I'd also like some larger front tires. That way I can actually get turned into these corners and not have so much understeer through them. Oh, don't get bumped out towards the fence. I've been kind of quiet for a little bit of this run because I'm trying to focus because I want this car to have a solid run. I always like the cars. I usually use the first run or two as kind of the gauging run to see. That's a wall. That's not going to help the time. Yeah, like I was saying, I usually use the first run or so to kind of gauge how the car is going to handle the course. I want to take that corner with more speed, but there's just not the grip. We're leaving at 97 miles an hour again, so we have been relatively consistent in that respect. Stop understeering out wide, you pig. Towards the final. It wasn't quicker. I think bumping that wall there near the end didn't help us. I don't think it cost us over a second worth of time. The Fiat is just, it's an inconsistent car. It's a real handful. definitely think that could be helped by having some larger tires all around. 235s are relatively small when you're tackling such a demanding course as this. But yes, I did end up making a mistake, I think. I can't remember. Did it put a 206.3 or 204.3? I'm gonna have to go look at the video, because if it did a 206.3, then we did go quicker, and I should be celebrating right now. Either way, I will have the leaderboard up at the end of the video for you guys to see. I could have made a mistake with the numbers. I'm not actually sure if we did a 206 or 204 now, thinking about it. I think we might have did a 206, because I did look at it and said that it went above the Honda, but I could be getting my numbers mixed up. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and try and argue with myself whether I was right or I was wrong. You guys will know at the end of the video if we actually did go quicker in that final run or not. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.